Greetings, Vital Voices Engage team. I'm very excited about the prospect of this fellowship. My name is Jessie KABWILA. I am a political activist. I get into my politics from a solid and very clear academic background. I hold a PhD from Binghamton State University of New York, which I got in 2014. And up to that, I got all my degrees from the University of Malawi, Chancellor College. My politics is very much linked to my representation of vulnerable communities. I will start with my role as a legislator. From 2014 up to 2019, June, I've been Member of Parliament for Salima Northwest, where I'm very proud to have increased access to water, electricity, and I'm also very, very happy that I led Parliament to move legislation on ending child marriage, starting with the Marriage Divorce Relations Act of 2015, including the harmonization of that law with the Constitution in 2017. I've also led legislation in human trafficking by passing the End to Human Trafficking Law 2015. And also, when the issues of albinism came, I was one of the leaders on the floor to make sure that we strengthen the legal fabric in terms of fighting the albinism issues. I think my legislation role has been strengthened by what I've also done on representation. I have stood for land rights. I've also been a leader in passing the Land Act of 2015. My role in terms of politics, I'm a member of UTM. I'm also in the National Executive Committee, and I've been a spokesperson for the main opposition, which was then Malawi Congress Party. I come from a very broad representation of politics. As I've said, I'm an activist. I would like to say that the laws that have been passed in this country have got one problem. We've passed laws, but the laws are not being implemented. My experience as a leader cannot go far if I do not say that the problem of not implementing is enhanced by us not running government in terms of gender mainstreaming and making sure that we're doing gender responsive budgeting. This came out very clear when I was the chair and also helped organize the first ever Women's Parliament in Seychelles. Whilst I was there, I've seen that the laws that we've got, yes, we can pass laws, but if we don't implement them, it will not help. That is why, for me, this fellowship is very crucial, because it will help advance the capacity for Malawi to implement the gender equality SDG. That is very, very crucial. If those SDGs are not implemented, we're going to have a problem. This is where my role in the fellowship comes in. When I'm in this fellowship, I'm going to look at programs that can help those who are in Parliament to better represent those who are outside Parliament in terms of the woman question. This fellowship will also help me get myself back into Parliament, because a woman of my stature who has got an academic, a strong activist, and a leadership quality should continue mentoring others and making sure that the dream of people like me who come from the country which produced the first ever woman president in the SADC region, who is Dr. Joyce Banda, and I would say the second in the continent, is actually increased. When women like me join this fellowship, we will be able to join hands and work together with Dr. Joyce Banda so that we not only retain the women in leadership in Malawi, but we also institutionalize the retention program to make sure that curriculum is speaking the same language, the linkage with the chiefs is actually maintained, and the Parliament is not only passing laws but implementing them. I look forward to this scholarship, to this fellowship, because in my opinion, the fellowship will help Malawi design its own programs that we own and are able to not only institutionalize but link with the rural areas, so that we just don't have the SDGs on paper, but the SDGs are actually engaged in the villages and are enjoyed, so that the young women who want to get into politics stay there, and those who are already in parliament right now and at council are better equipped through the programs that will be able to effect from this program. I'm very, very much looking forward to become part of this fellowship, because I think it will help women like me help others and bring programs that can have a life of their own way after we end this fellowship. It will help us institutionalize the SDGs and make sure that they are measurable and they are also being linked, and we are not working in silos, but we are able to take the experience that women like me have and make sure that it is enjoyed by everybody. Thank you very much.